matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Cook again.
And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Ooh, what a move. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And it's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion left is Thomas. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 41 yards. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll try the middle with Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Cousins on 4th down. A right rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. Wants to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lots of look down the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. Now K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Cousins again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
To the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Pulls it in at the 13. Here's Burrow to throw right away.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Now Winston.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 52 yards.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? He's got a man, complete. 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 68 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll give it to Mixon. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Here we go. 12.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second down and goal. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jameis now on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing one out for Boyd. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 62 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here we go. The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Being chased out left. Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying the left side with Kamara.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Thomas, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Winston.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down, it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
19, Saints 16.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield.
Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
Field goal unit not out there. They won 6 before halftime. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints 16.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down and 4, Winston. That is called in by Michael Thomas. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
7 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Winston now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good. And it will tie things now at 19-all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Now it's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
First down, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
19.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Saints, first down.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, for that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
11 empty.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On one, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Here we go. 11 empty, pace. 11 empty, pace.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Jameis now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.